Archangel Raphael. And the name Raphael means God heals, or it is God who heals. Now, how many of you listening and watching need healing? And are you aware of how much healing you need and what kind of healing do you need? Is it physical healing? Is it emotional, psychological healing? Is it mental healing of negative thoughts or self-recriminations or self-judgments or just a lot of mental anxiety or depression? And is it spiritual healing, meaning reconnection to the source of the light of all that is in the universes? Archangel Raphael is the one archangel who can help you with your healing. That's who he is, how he works, that's what he does. And Archangel Raphael is a very balanced yin yang, feminine, masculine energy of great peace and beauty and skill in sending and giving healing energies. Now, how have we come to know about Archangel Raphael and what has he done in previous times in the earth history? Well, you know that Raphael is considered to be an archangel in the Judaic tradition, in the Christian tradition, and in the Islamic, the Muslim tradition as well, those three great faiths. Now, in the Jewish tradition, it's said that after the exile in Babylon, when the Jews were released from exile and made their way back to Jerusalem and the Holy City, it was the first time in their history, and we know this from the Torah, that the archangels were actually given names and noted in their tradition. And so that would be primarily the ones that were most extensively known then and now in the Jewish tradition are Michael, or Michael as he likes to be called, Gabriel, and to a lesser degree Raphael. Now there is a text in the Jewish tradition of the Apocrypha, so it is an accepted text both in the Judaic and the Christian religion, which we'll get to in a minute. And in the Book of Tobit, the Archangel Raphael took on a human form, a physical form, which sometimes they do, but often if they do, we're not aware that it is an archangel or an angel that we're talking to. And so he took on the nom de plume, or the name of the identity of Azarias, the son of Ananias, and he was walking in the desert with Tobiah, either name fits, who was the son of Tobit, hence the Book of Tobit. And on this journey, many things happened. He released a demon who was possessing the area and trying to possess Tobias. And he actually was on the path with the son of Tobit to go to meet Tobit to heal him of his blindness. And this is in fact what he did. Which is why the Archangel Raphael is known for many things, and he's the patron archangel or saint. He's considered to be both an archangel and a saint of healing the blind, of travelers, because he was traveling through the desert, can help you get through the desert to the promised land or paradise or the holy source of your heart, if you like. He's also the archangel of, as I mentioned, healing. Therefore, the archangel of all nurses, all doctors, all people who work in the medical field, and also in the psychotherapeutic field, because in my experience for over 40 years, Archangel Raphael often appeared energetically in my clinics in Toronto. I had a number of them, and would be supportive of the healing process for the individual, whether it was a spiritual, a mental, emotional, physical, a medical experience, some kind of illness or disease, even a relational healing, but often to do with vision, meaning outer vision and healing of the eyes, but clearly healing the inner vision so one can have a unified vision through the third eye. Very soft, yet strong, beautiful, sweet energy. Many colors associated with the Archangel Raphael, particularly emerald and green, which is a very healing, warm color. Now, in the New Testament, in the Christian tradition, and we won't be going into the Islamic tradition here, but in the Christian tradition, Archangel Raphael is mentioned only once, and that's in the book of John. And in the book of John, when there's the discussion of Jesus going to the pool of Bethsaida, which is a common pool. It's in a courtyard. It's questioned whether it was a remodeled earlier Greek or Roman Asclepian kind of pool for healing, where Asclepius used to be having healing sessions, or the priests of Asclepius. But in any case, at the pool of Bethsaida, a lot of Jews used to congregate in around the edge of the pool. It was like built out of stone, although there was water that was dammed up, and that would be leading flowing water into two pools actually, but the pool of Bethsaida is the one we're talking about. And at one point, Jesus was walking in the Kidron Valley, and he came upon the pool, and he saw a crippled man by the pool, and he wasn't able to get into the water. Now, here's the story as it's been told in the book of John and as it's come down to us now, that once in a while, Archangel Raphael would come to this pool at Bethsaida, and he would energetically stir the waters, like move the waters. And you could see the surface of the water rippling, and his healing energy, the Archangel's healing energy, Raphael's energy, would be moving in the water. So the first person to get into the pool, into the water, would be perfectly healed of whatever ailed them. This crippled man that Jesus came upon, though, was not able to be anywhere near the first person to come into the pool because he was crippled. And so Jesus went and he took some waters from the pool of Bethsaida, and he anointed this man and healed him of all his illnesses. And there are many other examples where Jesus used this to heal the blind man, as you know, many blind people, not only physically blind, but that's just a symbol for spiritual and emotional blindness. So that's the one reference in the New Testament, in the book of John, for Archangel Raphael. Now, since then, over the last 2,000 years, many people around the world in all these three great religions, and now well beyond those three great religions, have called out to Archangel Raphael, as I have as a clinician, not only for my own personal healing, but for the healing of all my workshop attendees, and also all my hundreds and thousands of clients who came. And I can sincerely, honestly say to you that what a blessing that I was able to call out to not only that archangel, but of course Jesus, Mary, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and many other great healing saints for their blessings and their purveyance of healing. And here's just a very important keynote to all of this. No human being, no creation has ever been or can be a healer. All healing comes from God, hence the name Raphael means it is God who heals. It's not humans who heal. So anyone who calls himself a healer, a shaman, or whatever have you, is really not being completely honest, and I would say perhaps too much ego. Anyone who knows how this works realizes that in a humble way, we're only a vessel to allow, and when we ask openly and sincerely for the healing energies of the one great light and source of the universes and all that is to come through us, to allow healing to happen through our eyes, our heart, our hands, and through our purity of conscience and consciousness. Well, I hope that this has been somewhat useful for you in your healing journey. I've just done another video on Saint Germain and the seventh ray of the violet healing flame. Archangel Raphael often also uses the violet healing flame in healing individuals, groups, cultures, societies, land, and people. And he's also known, as I've mentioned, as one who can depossess somebody of demonic possession. So should this be the case for anyone you know of, you can ask Archangel Raphael to intercede on your behalf and behalf of the people around you. Well, look forward to hearing from you at all, anytime, and my blessings and love go out to you from my heart to your heart. May you find blessings in all of the archangels, as you know I have already done one on Archangel Michael, and also the great meta archangel, if you like, Metatron. You might want to look for my YouTube on Metatron. Dr. Joseph Martin, all love and blessings to your hearts, your souls, and minds and bodies. All healing, supreme healing.